Hey everybody, it's Lynda Falconer. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator at www.crafterinspire.com. And today, as promised, I wanted to just show you very quickly how to make this cute little teacher gift. It's a box of note cards, and I just did the video on how to make the note cards using the Animal Expedition bundle. So I have 5 thank you cards for a teacher, thinking the first day of school gift. For my grandkids, they can help me make the cards, and then we'll put it together into this cute little box. But today I want to show you how to decorate the box and make the little tag. I've started with, this is a little Stampin' Up! Acetate box. My cards are inside, so let's start to make the label. For the label, I'm using the Stitch Seasons framelits. This is number 149013. I'll put a link down there so you can have that information. And it has three different labels that are nested so that you can do one label with the contrasting color on the outside, which I love. And these have a little stitch design on the outside. I bought the framelits just for that. It also has some flowers, leaves, things for all, a beautiful little ribbon, things for all seasons that match the stamp set that goes with it. I'm also using the framelits from the Animal Expedition bundle. These are called Animal Friends, and I am using this little framelit, and it looks like the pattern on a giraffe. So that's going to make the tag that we're going to be using on our gift. So let me get my Big Shot out and show you how that's done. The first step was to use my framelit from the stitched shape dies to cut out 2 different labels. One's going to be Real Red and the other is Lemon Lime Twist. And if you can see, it has that pretty little stitching right around the edge. You can use whatever colors you want, just you need a contrast so that your pattern's going to show through. Then I'm going to take the red, I'm going to put the red one on top. So the red one, I'm going to use the little Thinlet die that looks like kind of a giraffe pattern. And I'm going to cut that pattern through the very front label. And I'm going to lay it, make a sandwich. I have my plate, my thin die adapter, and then my clear plate. I'm going to put another clear plate on top. My cardstock cutout label, and then my framelit, or thinlet I guess it's called, is in the middle. And I'm going to run that through. That's going to poke holes in the red so that that green pattern is going to show through. And it's a little messy because you have all those little tiny little holes that are going to come out, and this is what you get. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to punch the rest of those out, and then we'll adhere it to the top of the green. So move this out of the way. And I'm going to use some tape runner on the edges to adhere those 2 pieces together, and then we'll put our sentiment on the top like that. The sentiment comes from the Animal Outing stamp set, and this is a clear mount stamp set. It's red rubber, that means it goes on a clear block. You can also get the wood block stamp set. But that is the sentiment, thank you big time, and it looks like this when you get it. But it doesn't look like that when I'm through with it because I cut it in 2 pieces for this card, but also for another card I wanted to use thank you on the outside and big time on the inside. So I just cut it in 2 pieces. I'm going to stamp them a little bit apart so that I can cut them out and do a little something special with them on the actual tag. So let me get my Real Red ink. This is just a piece of scratch paper. This is white Whisper White cardstock. And let's see how good I can do it the first time. See how the Y, there's just a little bit off. If I was using my Stamparatus, it'd be even easier. I'm gonna put a little pressure there where that Y goes. There, I got it. All right. Don't be afraid to double stamp it. Most of us don't get it right or perfect the first time. So my tag is here, and I'm going to cut these out. Kind of a little crazy, actually. So what I'm doing is I just want to make sure I have a straight cut all the way across, and I'm doing them kind of cattywampus. Is that a word? Just because I like the look of that. Just gives them a little extra fun. So as long as my edges are straight, there's my thank you. And big time, I put 2 different words there. So let me cut across, a little bit of a slant cutting in the middle. And then I want the word time. Let's go this direction. Just as long as you have a straight cut, it just kind of gives that extra look. There's my time. Woo! Time is getting away from me. And then the word big. I'm gonna cut a little closer there. In. See how that works? You could make it all nice and straight if you wanted to in rectangles. That's a lot harder, but it could be done. All right, here we go. Now all I have to do is get my adhesive on there. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Let me do that so you can watch. And then the thank you and big time, I'm gonna put those on with some miniature pop dots, miniature dimensionals. So here I'm just putting some tape runner on the outside. I think that's going to be plenty. I want my pretty stitching to show on the back. I think that direction. So we'll pay attention to that when you put it together. Okay, we are together. Now big time, thank you big time. These little dimensionals work great for that. So I'm going to get all my dimensionals on and I'll come back and show you the finished card. I have many dimensionals on the back of these little sentiments. The thank you goes on top. Then I need the word big. But doesn't that add a lot more than just a plain stamp all in one spot? I just like the look of that. Makes it a little bit whimsical. So when I've got that done, I'm going to punch a hole in the top and add some linen thread. Let's say probably a good 14 inches or so to make your tag. And then let's finish it up. So I have my box. I have some Granny Apple textured weave ribbon. It's 1/2 inch and it's a very soft. It has a white border on both sides. So I have a piece of that, and that's cut about probably about 26 inches. I'm just kind of estimating. But I like to give you a generous amount. So I'm going to just tie up just a simple bow in the middle. It's always hard to tie bows on camera for some reason. Hopefully we'll get lucky. And I think it's going to work. It's going to make it bigger than you want, so you're just going to pull to get the loops the size that you like. Okay, and then you can trim it so that it's even on both sides. And this twine is just a little extra step other than trying to connect your tag right to that big ribbon. The twine's going to give it another dimension. And I like having the twine with kind of the wild animal theme. It gives it a little bit of a natural look. So I'm just going to tie the twine around the bow and make another bow, and you're going to have some more texture on your card with that technique. There we go, and we have the perfect little teacher gift. If you want to know how to make the cards, I'll put the link to that right here in the video. Thanks so much for joining me. If you need any supplies or just want more ideas, you can go to my blog or my Stampin' Up! Website, and all of that information is going to be on the very end. Thanks so much for joining me. See you next time.